Happy Friday, good morning, porch time, story time. It's Miss Lisa, and I have a book for you that has been around for a while. I had this when I was little. It is called IRA Sleeps Over, and it is by Bernard Waber. IRA Sleeps Over. I was invited to sleep over at Reggie's house. Was I happy? I had never slept over at a friend's house before. But I had a problem. It began when my sister said, "Are you taking your teddy bear with you?" "Taking my teddy bear along," I said, "to my friend's house? Are you kidding? That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Of course I'm not going to take my teddy bear over to my friend's house." And then she said, "But you've never slept alone before without your teddy bear. How will you feel about sleeping without your teddy bear for the very, very first time?" "I'll feel great," I said. "I'll feel fine. I will probably love sleeping without my teddy bear." "Just don't worry about it," I said. "Who's worried?" said my sister. But now she had me thinking about it. Now she really had me thinking about it. I began to wonder, sometimes, suppose I won't like sleeping without my teddy bear. Suppose I just hate sleeping without my teddy bear. Should I take him? "Take him," said my mother. "Take him," said my father. "But Reggie will laugh," I said. "He'll say that I'm a baby." "He won't laugh," said my mama. "He won't laugh," said my dad. "He'll laugh," said my sister. I decided to not take my teddy bear. That afternoon, I played with Reggie, and Reggie had big, big plans. "Tonight," he said, "when you come over to spend the night, first I'm going to show you my junk collection. We are going to have fun, fun, fun. And after that, we're going to have a wrestling match, and then a pillow fight. And after that, we'll do some magic tricks. And after that, we'll play checkers. And after that, we'll play dominoes. And after that, we can fool around with my magnifying glass." "Oh my gosh, that sounds great," I said. "I can hardly wait." "By the way," I said, "what do you think about teddy bears?" But Reggie just went on talking and planning as if he didn't hear me ask about teddy bears. And after that, he said, "Do you know what we can do after that? I mean, when the lights are out and the house gets really dark, guess what we can do?" "What?" I asked. "We can tell ghost stories." "Ghost stories?" "Ghost stories," said Reggie. "Scary, scary, spooky, spooky ghost stories." I started to think again about my teddy bear. "Does your house get really dark?" I asked. "Uh-huh," said Reggie. "Very, very dark?" "Uh-huh," said again. "By the way," I said, "what do you think about teddy bears?" And suddenly Reggie was in a very big hurry to go someplace, so he didn't answer. "See you tonight." "See you." I decided to take my teddy bear. "Good," said my mother. "Good," said my father. But my sister said, "What if Reggie wants to know your teddy bear's name?" What did you think about that? And did you think about how he's going to laugh when you say that his name is TAH and it's a silly baby name even for a teddy bear? "He won't ask," I said. "He'll ask," said my sister. I decided to not take my teddy bear. At last it was time to go to Reggie's house. "Good night," said my mama. "Good night," said my father. "Sleep tight," said my sister. And I went next door to where Reggie lived. And that night, Reggie showed me his junk. He showed me his flashlight, his collection of bottle caps, a chain made of chewing gum wrappers. And I'm going to stop the story here for one quick second because you know what I remembered when I read this book before I read it to you? I remembered that I have a chain just like that I made one summer when I was 12 because I broke my leg over the summer and I had to spend the summer in a cast. And here is some of the chewing gum chain that I made while I was on the porch reading books that summer too. He showed me some picture postcards, an egg timer, jumbo goggles with a false nose and mustache, and a bunch of old rubber stamps and labels from his dad's office. We decided to play office with all of those stamps. And after that, we had a wrestling match, and then we had a pillow fight. And after that, Reggie's father said, "Bedtime." "Already?" said Reggie. "Already," said his father. So we got into bed. "Good night," said Reggie's father. "Good night," we said. Reggie sighed, and I sighed too. We can still tell ghost stories, said Reggie. Do you know any? I asked. Uh-huh, said Reggie. So Reggie started to tell a ghost story. Once there was this ghost, and he lived in a haunted house, only he did most of the haunting himself. The house was empty, except for this ghost, because nobody wanted to go near this house. They were so afraid of this ghost, and every night this ghost would walk around and make all kinds of clunky, clunky sounds. Rump, rump, like that. And he would go around looking for people to scare, because that's what he liked to do the most. He liked to scare people. And he was very scary to look like. Oh, he was so scary to look at. Reggie stopped. Are you scared? Uh-huh. Are you? Just a little. Hold on. I gotta get something, said Reggie. What do you gotta get? I asked. Oh, just something, said Reggie. And Reggie pulled something out of a drawer. The room was dark, but I could see that it had fuzzy arms and legs. And it looked to be about the size of a teddy bear. And I looked again, and it was a teddy bear. Reggie got back into bed. Now, about this ghost, he said. Is that your teddy bear? I asked. What? Said Reggie. Is that your teddy bear? You mean this teddy bear? The one you're holding, I said. Uh-huh, Reggie said. Do you sleep with him all the time? What? Said Reggie. Do you sleep with him all the time? Uh-huh. Does your teddy bear have a name? Does your teddy bear have a name? I said louder. Uh-huh. What is it? You won't laugh? I won't laugh. Promise? Promise. What's his name? Foo-Foo. Did you say Foo-Foo? Uh-huh, said Reggie. Just a minute, I said. I have to go get something. What do you gotta get? Oh, just something. The next minute, I was ringing my own doorbell, and the door opened, and it was my mom and dad. IRA, everybody said. What are you doing back? I changed my mind, I answered. You what? Said my mama. You what? Said your father. You what? Said my sister. She was still up. I changed my mind, I said, and I decided to take TAH after all, so I went upstairs. And soon I came down again with TAH. And my sister said, Reggie will laugh. You will see how much he's going to laugh. He is just going to fall down laughing. He won't laugh, said my mama. He won't laugh, said my father. He won't laugh, I said. I came back into Reggie's room. I have a teddy bear too, I said. Do you want to know his name? And I waited for Reggie to say, uh-huh. But he didn't say, uh-huh. He didn't say anything. I looked at Reggie. He was sound asleep. He was fast asleep. Just like that, he had fallen asleep. Reggie, wake up. You have to finish telling the ghost story. But Reggie just held his teddy bear closer and went right on sleeping. And after that, well, there wasn't anything to do after that. Good night, I whispered to TAH, and I fell asleep too. IRA sleeps over. I hope you liked that one. I will be back later for another Porch Time Story Time. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.